Alright, more story time. Whee! Do angry pirates dream? Victor Foreman Etherbrim, I'm horrible with your pronunciations, oh well, is considering recommending you for an important job involving dry dock security. Chaotic, while I originally had doubts about your motives, you have repeatedly proven yourself an asset to Nakalid and Vimlis. Vimlis. I still do not like you, but that does not mean I do not trust you. Wow, rude. Gimthota, head of the watch here at Dry Docks, believes that pirates may be plotting an attack on the Victory, and she requires insistence investigating a group of unsavory individuals making camp nearby. I have recommended you for the task. Despite all Lominsas endured before, during, and following the calamity, the fact that there are still those who would turn their backs on the city-state so that they might line their pockets with a few handful of coins, just the thought of it sickens me. That person's name is Huge Booger. Alright, I want to turn off my leaf so I don't get freaking goddamn FC invites. Alright, where am I going? To the Aetheryte. Alright. To jump this way.
I gotta let you know, when they first paused, I'd die.
Oh, huge booger.
It was perfect timing.
Ah, yes, I had a feeling you would be the one Etherbrim sent. Since you first arrived at Morby Dry Docks, I have had my men watch you. Oh, there's no need to get angry. I made it a point to keep an eye on all those new to the area. It's simply protocol. And you'll be pleased to know that nothing incriminating was found. You appear to be a model citizen. That and the foreman seems to think somewhat highly of you, which I must admit is quite shocking. The man doesn't even trust his own mother. Very well then, I assume Ethrin informed you of what your task would entail. The pirates we believe are conspiring to raid the dry docks were last seen making camp near an ancient stone called the Mark of the Spinner. I would have you approach the men posing as a lost adventurer and see if you cannot somehow learn of their intentions. Kanago, stationed at the rear gates, can provide you with an exact location of the camp. Helps if I hit my buttons correctly. Just smack aggressively into the wall.
You don't like smacking aggressively into the wall?
Oh, I didn't, here, let me zoom in so you can see my face.
Oh, very fancy, I approve.
Pretty.
Yes. You are RP.
Yeah, that's what I switched it to, because I didn't want the leaf on, because otherwise, I'd get FC invites since I'm not in FC. Because people are like, oh, Sprout Leaf, let's send them an invite. I'd rather not have continuous spams of those popping up on my recordings.
Oh god, the names.
Chaotic, haha, I knew it. No more sardines for Cogno tonight. I shall dine on the finest salmon on the peninsula. Why? Well, I had a little wager going with some of the other guards on who Ethrin would recommend for the next job. My money was on you. Ah, the job. Of course, if you follow the road past the gates to the southeast, you'll eventually come to a barren cave with a single large stone half buried in the cliff overlooking the sea. Followers of the 12 say it's a holy place dedicated to Nima the Spinner. I'd be surprised if the pirates camped up there were aware of that, though. We don't have a mount yet, so must run. Ah!
Terribly said.
I will once I unlock my chocobo. I haven't unlocked it yet. I gotta get to the grand companies. I still just starting out.
Ugh, I hate how far you have to go until you get a mount.
That's okay, I just make funny commentary. Wee! Wee! Harbor! I'm giving you to the count of 9 to step back on the path and carry your adventuring horse back down whatever rock it is he crawled out from under. You see, I's had it up to me ears with your type, roaming the hills like they was yours to roam. It's getting to be that a man can enjoy a mug of rum without some shit-breathing outlander running up and asking which is the way to the local leave me. 7 hells if I know, I'm a bloody pirate, goddamn it. Falls balls, once we have me boy back, I'm putting this godforsaken pisshole of an island so far behind me, ain't no one will remember I ever come on Scrags, we knives to sharpen. Okay. Oh, hunter log.
Murder.
I am sorry, Fireflies, but I must murder you for my log.
Every single time I see an enemy with that mark, it's just, well, mass murder time.
Murder!
Murder.
Yeah, murder.
Murder. The way you run reminds me of the male Makote run.
Kind of. It's the same as the male Rothgar run.
So I don't understand why that's me. The male runs look so dumb.
Because females are supposed to be dainty, but because female Rothgar are basically beast people. Beast people aren't dainty, I guess. I don't know. I don't make them rules. So the trespassers are indeed pirates, and they are indeed planning something. But what is the stock of getting me boy back? Could it be that their target was never the victory? Something is not right, and I won't sit by idly waiting for the pirates to make their first move. I shall order increased patrols immediately. Thank you again for your help, Chaotic. It appears we were wise to put our trust in you. Bronze Spike. Oh, I am not Arcanist or Rogue. I'm just starting out, so I need that. Give me that X.
You don't want the money?
No, because I'm currently leveling my stuff, so I need it to sell it.
But
this character is on its own server, so I have no support of anything. A baby.
Why?
Because I couldn't make it on Lamia.
Oh.
Gintama, a captain of the watch of the Morbi Dry Docks, wishes your aid in dealing with potential intruders. When Dawn Trail came out, they did a character lock, so you could only make new characters on the new servers. Until recently, they just now lifted it like a couple days ago.
Yeah, which is why I was confused. I figured you would have moved it over by now.
Money. Plus, the other reason I kind of want to keep it on
Sure.
here is because there's not a lot of people, so I have like very few running in the way of the recording. Like the booger person was the first one to come running in my screen.
They ran past 3 times.
Maybe they watched my YouTube and figured I was recording. I don't know. There are people that do that.
What about
I'm concerned, Chaotic. It appears the pirates ahead you investigate are on the move. What was your question?
is Isekai gonna move his over?
He made his character on this server as well to play with mine.
Ah, I thought he made it on Lamia. Okay.
He did, but because I couldn't get on Lamia and I started on this server, he remade it on this server.
Fair enough.
You can world visit with your character, though, if you want to play with these characters, because they'll be around the same content at some point.
Let me just tear the fabric of reality apart to come over and
Well,
harass
you can world visit. You just
And
have
just
to
be me running in the background of all your recordings.
Yeah, you just have to do it from the menu. So instead of like logging into your character, you would right click with your mouse and open a drop down menu, and then you would click world visit, and then you can, or world transfer, and then that'll let you visit onto this server, which is right there. It's Kraken. Decided to continue with my chaotic theme since my avatar is a daughter of Cthulhu, so I went with Kraken.
Fair enough. You have mail.
I do have mail. It's probably the chocobo feathers from your subscription being renewed.
Oh my god.
Because I get them across all characters.
What about my chocobo feathers? What the heck?
They creep ever closer to the dry docks, so I must assume they mean to target the Victory herself. The ship is a symbol of everything Limsa Lominsa strives to become, and I will not allow these base scoundrels to lay a single finger upon her hull. You must apprehend them before they put their plans into motion, and you, Chaotic, are just the woman to do it. Without your capable assistance, I fear the security of dry docks cannot be guaranteed. Not moments ago, my guard submitted reports of suspicious tongue-tied suspicious activity in the area. Try begin your efforts by listening to one of their accounts firsthand. Matters not whom you choose to speak with, but be sure to question either your wrist. That's what I'm going with. At the front gate or Kanako at the rear. Any suspect saboteurs you encounter during the course of your investigation are to be interrogated. Report any and all findings directly to me.
You went with yours, I went with yours worst. It just reminds me, aren't there, like, hot dogs or something called
Bratwurst.
worst? Yes.
Bratwurst. Which we
Yours
actually
worst.
just had some with it being Labor Day holiday.
Heck yeah.
That's why I'm online currently. Hail Adventure, glad to have another hand aboard to help shore up security. The gods know our reports would sit on Gimthota's desk, gathering dust if it weren't for the assistance of those such as yourself. Speaking of reports, though I saw one of those mangy pirates lurking around the cliff near Empty Heart, I'd take a closer look before he has a chance to cover his tracks. Yeah, time to go investigate. Whee.
Speed.
But yeah, the population on this server is so low that if I get up enough gil, I could buy a house with this character.
Wow.
So that's the other reason I'm thinking of staying,
Person. Oh my goodness.
so I can get the roleplay house for this character.
It is very fair.
Boss spotted me, did you? Well, you're too late. What's to happen is already happening. Whee! Shortcut! Now let me shortcut! Dang it.
No broken ankles for you.
Why? I hate when Square lets you jump over some things and then other things it's like, no, not allowed.
Probably less on purpose and more just how it's made.
It's probably also just to keep people out of certain areas.
Ankles of steel.
I mean, I do have metal braces on.
It's the only thing that saved you.
But yeah, they don't want people going on top of like buildings like that, because decor buildings like that are usually like holes in the maps.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Duty calls. Commence battle for victory in peril. Level sync in effect. If you are above the maximum allowed level, you will be synced as follows. Level 18. I am 23, so I will be synced to 18. Proceed!
What am I hearing in the background? Is it
That's this guy.
Isekai yelling? Or,
He was blowing his nose earlier, so that's probably what you're hearing.
You're dying in the background.
Yeah, he's having allergies right now. I knew you were the right adventurer for the task. But what could these knaves be planning? What's happening is already happening? Captain, trouble at the shipyard. Easy now, soldier. Who did this to you? Pirates, out of nowhere. Stuck me good. Gods below, we're not prepared for this. The pirates, soldier, how many do they number? Not sure. More than I could quickly count. Seem to be carrying explosives. Explosives? Then there's no time to lose. Chaotic, you heard the situation. Make your way to the shipyard and engage these intruders. I'll see this man's wounds, then follow after. Make haste now. Yes, ma'am. No, it's not this way. I forget which way I'm supposed to go. Ah, it's this way. Taste me axe! What do you mean not in range? It's right in front of me. Don't tell me not in range. Ah ha ha. Never reckoned it'd be this easy. Still don't trust those slimy bastards. But their plan worked like a charm. Da! What are you doing, you great bloody fool? Shut your trap, boy! This'll be all over soon, and that's all that's left now is to blow this ugly pile of driftwood into splinters. Why would you do such a thing? Have you any idea how important this ship is? What it represents? Aye, and that's what makes it all the sweeter. Whatever it takes to knock some sense into me treacherous, backstabbing son. Imagine a boy of mine giving up pirating life to become a shipwright. A building bleeding maelstrom vessel at that. What under Limian's wide green ocean made you take up these self-righteous shites? You're the one with no bloody sense, Dad, don't you see? The pirates had their glory days, but that era is over. I wondered why Ibrith never spoke of his father. I never would have thought. This ship is a symbol, alright, of everything that went wrong with the world, and I mean to shatter it to 100,000 pieces. Kenta, Chaotic, pray beat the tar out of this bloated sea slug and make sure no harm comes to the Victory. Murder time.
Get him.
Pirate don't abandon his treasures. My
Beat
father,
him up.
you must stop him. I have no idea what you're up against. I'll kick your ass. Wham. Must be getting old, letting some green venture get the best of me. Duh. That one big bloody ship. Big and nasty looking. You made that, did ye? I know I have mail. Stop digging at me.
Mail.
Methinks chaotic. I shudder to think what may have happened at the Victory without your intervention. These pirates have made a right mess of things. I best get to sorting out the docks. And my thoughts could use some sorting out as well. Ever did my father have a way of turning my life upside down. Pray convey my thanks and my apologies to Gimthota. That NPC's name is Wafufu. I know what you're doing there, Square. It's almost done. It's got a bit more. Okay. How fare you, Chaotic? I cannot begin to thank you for the role you played in preventing this madness. You defeated more than a simple ship. You've saved the budding hope of Lominsa from a violent demise. The day was yours. Seems our security regimen will require much in the way of improvement if we are truly to keep the dry dock safe. Athbrim apologizes? Well, I suppose I can understand why he would feel responsible for his father's actions. Of all those involved, this incident was the hardest on him. But in time, I believe he will come to a single conclusion. The most fitting way of moving past his anguish is to see the Victory completed and in the water. By the by, the pirates we defeated have been handed over to the Yellow Jackets. Renner's men will be taking over the investigation. Before the Yellow Jackets moved in, however, we recovered a most unusual object. Should you have time to spare, I would ask you another favor. Leave alone! Gimthota wishes to entrust you with an important task. One sec!
And did you die? Yeah, friend died. That's terrible. Honestly, it's Reggie. Lore? Or maybe it's me. No, that's Lore. My God. What? What the hell?